For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins, please do check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. Yes then, YouTube, we are back. But before we get started, guys, if you want to drop a like on today's video for me and hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me today. And yes, I know I am a skinhead. I have shaved my head. So yeah, let me know what you think. Just thought I'd fancy it up, you know, a little bit of a shave. But yeah, let me know what you think to the shaving head down in the comment section down below. But yeah, I'm not keeping it shaven, by the way. I just wanted to have a bit of a reset. But we are back today with not a brand new formation, a formation that has been OP for many years on FIFA now. And that is, yes, the 5-2-1-2. Your absolute bread and butter, YouTube, okay? 5-2-1-2 is your bread and butter. I absolutely love it. It's kind of like a more balanced version of the 3-5-2 and probably a more better version of the 3-5-2. The reason being is it defends in a back five, but then at the same time, as soon as you get the ball, it attacks in like a back three, if that kind of makes sense. So you defend in a back five, then when you get the ball, your right wing back and your left wing back, they bomb on and bomb forward straight away. So it is very overpowered. And then of course you do have that holy trinity that I always like to talk to you guys about, and that is the cam behind the two strikers. Very OP on this FIFA, and very OP for many a FIFA. Sorry guys, I've been very ill the last couple of days, been constantly throwing up. If any of you have had this stomach bug in the UK, let me know. So my throat is in absolute bits while I'm recording this video. I've been sick that many times, but yeah. Anyway, that's how I set my team up. The custom tactics that you're going to want to use with the 5-2-1-2 are like so. Balanced on the defensive style. Like I say to you in every single video, YouTube, it is always going to be balanced. Don't get me wrong. Press after possession loss and pressure on heavy touch, they are good. They are good and they are definitely a viable option. But like I say to you in every single custom tactics video, I like to be in control of where and when my team presses. I don't want my team to press too high and stuff like that if my team isn't ready for it. And at the same time, I don't want my team to press if I'm not expecting it, because if your team presses and you're not expecting it, you will get caught out of the back, and you will get caught out of the back. So yeah, balance on the defensive style is the way to go. The defensive width is going to be 45, and the reason being for that, YouTube, this meta at the minute is the chip through ball meta. It's the through balls over the top and all of that good shit, or all of that bad shit, depending on how you enjoy the FIFA. So the reason being, you're going to want your defensive team to be a little more narrower than it would be. So because then it's easier to switch to that player when your opponent plays a chip through ball over the top. So for example, if your opponent does a chip through ball over the top and he's running down the line with his right winger, it's easier to switch to your left back from your left centre back or your right centre back, etc. Because your players are more closer together. Basically, the game will pick up a better in terms of like where and when that you're going to select a player. So definitely have the more narrow width. And also, because of the chip through ball meta, just having your defenders a little more closer together makes your opponent's players harder to run through you, because they're not just going to run through players. Although it is FIFA, so they might, you know what I mean. But they shouldn't, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, 45 on the width. Remember, guys, I used to play 72 depth. Not anymore. Not anymore, YouTube. Not anymore. Like I said to you literally just 10 seconds ago, because of the through ball meta and the chip through ball meta. Excuse me, I think I'm going to throw up again. Playing with a high defensive depth, it just doesn't work anymore, in my opinion. It just doesn't work. It's too easy to get in behind. Too easy. Your players just stood there. They're not doing enough. So because of that, I am now playing my depth on 55. And by the way, YouTube, these are both the same on new gen and old gen. The only difference I used to play between the two was the defensive depth on new gen being 72 and then on old gen being 55. But now I play 45, 55 on both generations of the console. So yeah, they're the defensive. The two offensive, the bread and butter, you know it, I know it. Balanced and direct passing, your absolute bread and butter, YouTube, okay? Balanced and direct passing, 100% the way to go. What I do say, though, long ball is definitely good. If you want to give that a go, like long ball and balance, that is definitely a viable option, in my opinion. Like, 100%, that can work and will work. Long ball and balance can work and will work, but I much prefer the balanced direct pass, and I think that's just a million times better, in my opinion. It's just easier to create opportunities, easier to score more goals. So because of that, I'm going to want to have balanced and direct passing like so. The width, YouTube, we're going to leave it on 50. I don't touch the width when I'm playing with a formation that involves width, really. Remember, when we're attacking, a lot of our width is going to come from our left wing back and our right wing back. So because of that, leave it on 50. I like where they are. Don't have to change too much. King Bob is your uncle. YouTube, 7 players in the box when you're using the 5-2-1-2. I've been using 6 on most formations this year. But when we're playing a 5-back, we're going to need some help going forward. Do you know what I mean? So 7 players in the box. Get as many players in that box as we possibly can. Get them scoring the goals and you will find yourself onto a winner. And if you're going to take anything from the video, YouTube, like I always say to you guys, lower your corners and free kicks down from 3-3 to 2-2. Trust me, it will help you out way more than you realise. Like, way, way, way more. So, yeah, they're the tactics that I use with the 5-2-1-2. This is how I set my team up. Ribery and Cam behind Mbappe and Ginola. These 3 players here are the most important in the formation, okay? The Cam behind the 2 strikers are the most important. Yes, Messi is playing left wing back. Yes, he is. It works. Method to the madness. And then, of course, back 5, pretty obvious. Midfield 2, pretty obvious. Although, it's normally like that. Yeah, midfield 2, pretty obvious. So, player instructions with the 5-2-1-2. Stay central and getting behind on both my strikers. Very important that you have them on stay central, in my opinion. I've never really been a stay central kind of guy, like I say in every single video at the minute, until this year. This year, I think stay central is so overpowered. I really do. YouTube, it works, man. So stay central and getting behind on both the strikers. They have now fixed the getting behind. So getting behind does work as it's meant to work now, which is always good to know. So stay central and getting behind on both my strikers. That's all I use. My Cam is on completely default, but I do have him on getting to the box for cross. Okay, YouTube. So very, very, very important that you have him on getting to the box because we are playing a 5-back. Yes, it will attack with a 3 at the back because of what I have on my wing backs, but it is still a 5 at the back formation. Creating opportunities isn't going to come as easy as it would in like a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow kind of thing. So we are going to want to have that Cam on getting to the box across to create more opportunities. Both my central midfielders are on cover centre and that is it. I literally leave them unbalanced. I want both my central midfielders going forward. Not going forward, but I don't want them to be scared to not go forward. And the reason being is because we do have 3 centre-backs behind us. Like, we do have 3 at the back behind us. So we can afford to be a little more out there in terms of what we use. And then last but not least, YouTube, both my wing backs are on join the attack and overlap. Probably the most important thing with this formation is having them on join the attack and overlap. Like, it's probably the most important thing, in my opinion. And then goalkeeper is on comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And that right there is my updated best 5-2-1-2 custom tactics video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a like on it and hit that subscribe button to my channel. Also, what are we saying about the skinhead? What are we saying? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? I'm not feeling it, mate. I've got a really big forehead because, like, my temples are quite far back. So I've got a really big forehead. So, you know, I don't really shave my head that often. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Spread the love of positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.